And hello. Today we're going to play some Go. This is my good friend Aethyr. Hold on, let me say hi. Alright, so Aethyr starts off with a 4-4 point. That's solid. It's saying he wants some influence on this side, but he also wants to take the corner. I'm going to play a little more territorial today. Just so that I have a stable base and then I can start attacking his groups. So this is the 3-4 point. And if you guys don't know how to play Go, then this isn't the video for you. You probably should go and look up some tutorials on YouTube before you watch this video. This is mainly for people who already know how to play Go. Alright, so he approaches high, which means that he is asking me a question, whether I want territory or whether I want to start attacking. I think I want to hold off for a bit first. If I do this, I don't really like this position because then he gets the a nice shape here, and then he can start developing this area over here. So maybe I should just start to do some pincering. So if I go like this, then he does this. Okay, I'm gonna do this. This is my favorite Joseki. Joseki means opening sequence. Oh, error submitting move. Is there something going on with my internet? Looks like there might be something going on with my internet. Woohoo. Alright. So he attaches down here. I'm gonna go ahead and Hane, which is put a stone diagonal to my stone on an opponent's piece. Alright. I'm going to play a little bit more aggressively with this move. So it leaves a little bit of weakness in my stones down here. But I'm willing to trade that for stronger influence on the outside if he chooses to focus on this corner. Because I want to play, because I'm a stronger player than Aethyr, if possible in this game, what I want to do is I want to show him, well, I mean, I want to always be teaching my opponents something, even if it's a stronger player than me, because Go is really it's really a community game. Just because I win, there's no real point to it. If no one gains anything from it. So one way that I like to interact with the community is to try and teach them some Go, especially the weaker players in our community. And I do that not by didactic lectures, because I don't think that's really that good. I don't think that's really that great. I'd rather show them things that they might not consider. So last game when we played, I was able to kill Aethyr's big dragons because I had a lot of influence. So in this game, I kind of want to test whether he's learned his lesson, if you know what I mean. Alright. So he does that, which suggests to me that he doesn't want to focus on this corner. He wants to attack this group while getting out, which is fair. I'm going to do this in the hopes that he pushes. Indeed he does. I'm going to push again, be aggressive here. And you can kind of see that I'm building some influence on this side, but there is a weak point here, Alright, so if I do this, then he extends, and then he can pincer this guy and kind of take this area for himself. And if I try to escape, then because of his 2 stones here, so it's big influence. So that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this, so that if he does cut me, then I have a way to ladder him down. And it also secures some more territory on this. Maybe M3 might have been a better move, just because it's lower, but it also does give up some of that influence on this side. If he does invade here, maybe like here, then I might be tempted to pincer him. Maybe not pincer him. Maybe pincer him here, or a 3-point jump here. Yeah, 3-point jump here. Secure some territory here. Say, I'm not just gonna let you live here. Maybe a 2-point jump here. And then I would attack his group while developing my territory on this side, using this wall as a leverage. So Go is a complicated game for sure. But it's quite a beautiful game, and if you invest some time into it, then you'll find that it's not just a strategic game. It's an art form, because you make shapes, and what you're really doing is you're having a conversation with your opponent, and it's not like just a run-of-the-mill conversation. It's not a "Hey, how's your day going?" kind of conversation. No, it's more like, what kind of a person are you? Are you the kind of person to take unnecessary risks? Are you the kind of person who's able to look at the bigger picture and find a way to win against all odds? Or are you just the kind of person who lays down when the going gets tough? Right? The most important kind of conversations to be had. All right, so he does pincer me anyway. So I'm not tempted to do any shenanigans to attack here because of this weak Aji. Because of this Aji here, is Japanese for weakness. In my stones, I don't think that if I come out here, I would really be able to threaten this group, because they would be able to run away so easily. What I might want to do is try to over-concentrate his stones on this side, using this stone as leverage. So I'm going to do that here. I'm building my wall even more. Pushes again. Alright. Now, I want to ask him a question. If I do this and he makes a solid connection down here, then I can extend. He puts it over there, put it over there. Alright, let's first start with this. How does he want to play it? If he wants to pincer here, then I will just take this corner. Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't Hane here. That's not the Joseki. Good. So what he did here was he extended it one more, because if he Hane'd here, what I could do is I could drop it down. He would presumably drop it down. I put it here. And in fact, the liberties that he has is less than what I have. So I'd be able to kill these 3 stones unless he gives up that one single stone. So this is just Joseki, and I like this because it ends it in Sente, which is initiative. And initiative is great because it seems like I'm letting black have this area here, and if he plays another move here, then it's really important. So maybe I should actually play here next. But what I'm thinking is that an even bigger move might be to start developing on the left side here. Whoa, whoa, that's not Joseki, bro. But whatever. Oh, I should have played up here at 017. That was my bad. This doesn't do much for me. But later on, maybe I can do some shenanigans like attaching it on 016. It'd be better if I had played on 017. Anyway, if he tries to block, if he tries to extend on this side, maybe extend on this side like this, then I'm gonna start developing on this side so that when my stones do run, they have a path to run to. Unless I play this then he pincers, then it'll be a little bit interesting. If he pincers, I'll extend. I'll allow him to build here. I'll build a strong wall on this side. These will probably... Where do these run to? Maybe I can use that to build some territory here. I think right now this is a big move right here. 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 Yeah, this is a big move right here. But I also think it's worth attacking him on this side. Go is a thoughtful game. It's definitely a thoughtful game. And it's quite interesting how such a simple game has such varying degrees of levels of skill. So recently, maybe not that recently, the best player in the world, arguably, Lee Sedol. Okay, so he plays the big point right there. All right. So the question is, do I allow him to just settle? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna, if I do this, then I get this much territory, also while potentially building another wall here. If I go like this, plays, reduces my territory. I'm gonna go with this move, because if he extends, I'm gonna extend. If he plays down here, then I'm gonna extend. I don't know. This will be an interesting little fight here. I'm not set in stone on getting this territory. I would be okay with getting this territory as well. If I do this, then he'll be able to build some more influence. So I'm gonna play a little bit softer. Play a little light. All right. So he says, I'm gonna take this area for myself. I'm gonna pressure his stones here, make him push out a little bit more while securing my area here. Oh, he says it's a misclick. Alright. Alright, he said it was a misclick, so I believe him. Doesn't really make sense for him to play there anyway. Yeah, that was a little bit of a surprising move. So what he can do is he can try to, yeah, so he can try to reduce my territory like that. Okay, I accept his fight. So, I'm not sure if that was a good move for him, to be honest. If I do this, he drops down, I cut. Plays here, plays here, plays here, plays here, plays here, plays here. I don't think he can survive in the back. Let's see. Let's see if he can pull it off. I don't think the ladders are in his favor. So by ladder, what I mean is if he plays here and I play here, pushes me, plays here, cuts down here, I hane him, then, okay, well, first of all, he would have to play here, so it wouldn't really make sense. But if he was able to take priority, like for example, play here and then play here and then play here, then he would be able to play here, extend. I would play here. He would extend to save his stone because it's an Aethyr or under attack, threat of capture. If I play somewhere like here to stop him from going into the corner, then he might bring it here. I extend, block, extend, block, extend, block, extend, block, extend, block, extend. See how it's kind of like a ladder? But here, because I have these stones here, when he blocks, extend, block, extend, then 1, 2, 3 are surrounding his single stone. So instead of being able to block, extend, he'll block, and then I'll capture. So he made a pretty big blunder here, I think. So he gave up the corner. He gave up his stone here, which means that I get to have all of this territory here. Right, so I don't know if that was a good trade-off for him. I'm going to play here so that I still pressure his stones, but with a light way. A 3-1 jump. I don't know what this is called. It's like an extended knight's move or something. So that I can start having some influence on this side, so that when I do come in here, then if he pincers, then his stone will be under attack if I push, and then if he extends here, then I can pressure his stone a little bit, maybe build some influence on the outside, just like I wanted, and then run with these guys and reduce his territory. Because remember, this stone isn't exactly dead. I can just kind of push it along, right? And then if he allows me to build a wall, then I can pretty easily make some eyes here, I think. Or I can run to my group here. If he pushes me this side, saying that he's going to take this territory, then I can run back to my group over here and maybe put his stones here under pressure. So yesterday I tried playing with a streamer named Gooblet. She was a pretty good Go player, and it always amazes me how people can stream and talk to people live while playing Go, because Go is so complicated. But unfortunately, like, I tried to record, and we weren't able to get the recording because my internet's really poor, because I'm using my mobile data to use the internet at home, because landlines are hella expensive in Hong Kong, man. I think it's like at least 200 Canadian dollars or like 1,200 Hong Kong dollars for just a decent landline. All right, so he's saying that he's going to claim this area and make some more influence while reducing my area here, which is fair. And he's also like trying to connect on this side. All right, maybe I'll let him do that. Maybe I'll let him connect. But in the meanwhile, build some influence on the outside here, so that when I do attack, then he's more willing to let me have this area, for fear that if he tries to put a piece in here, then I will absolutely destroy him. Actually, everything in Hong Kong is expensive, you know. The housing prices are probably the highest in the world. Like, I have a 750 square foot place, and that's 7,500 a month. And this is a really good deal, because normally with that price range, you'd only be able to get maybe 200 square feet, 250 square feet, which is crazy, right? Like, I lived in Canada. I never expected that the housing prices could be so crazy. All right, so he cuts. So I'm gonna play a little risky here. I'm gonna play a little aggressive, because I have this influence that this stone can connect to. And because of the fact that even if he cuts this group off from here, I can make something happen on the inside. I think he'll be okay. Sorry about that, guys. I'm still new to this YouTube thing, so if I clear my throat without muting the mic, I apologize. And if I do any more upspeak, then I'm sorry, because that's just how I talk. And if you say anything about how I talk, then that's offensive. And there I go, cracking myself up again. Another of my shortcomings, as people repeatedly let me know. I do that, man. I always tell jokes and I crack myself up and I crack nobody else up. Love it. What's this? Oh, apparently there's a tournament going on. Wow. Go is a cool community. It's a competitive community, but it's a friendly community for the most part. There are some trolls, but typically those are lower skilled players who sometimes are trolls and sometimes just don't know how to play the game. So if anybody trolls you, give them the benefit of the doubt. You know, that's what I like to do. I think we could gain a lot from giving more people the benefit of the doubt more often. I think in this day and age, we tend to jump on people, so to speak, like jump on their words prematurely. All right, sir. That is an interesting proposition. How will you deal with this? Are you going to try and invite? Is that something that you're thinking of doing? If you do drop down, I'm inclined to drop down as well. If you connect, alright. He doesn't. Instead, what he wants to do is he wants to probably use this in some kind of tricky way. If he drops down, and if he drops down here and I do that, and then I play here, he can drop down. If I drop down this way, then he captures these 4 stones. If I play drop down this way, then it's okay. Because he can't do this without also me dropping down and attacking his 2 stones. Alright, he's trying to live in this little space here, which I don't mind. If you want to If you want to take up residence in one of my rooms in my esteemed establishment, that's fine with me. I'm not a bad landlord. I'm not like one of these Hong Kong landlords that try to take 75% of your weekly income just on rent. I'm a very reasonable individual, I think. And I'll have you know, I have no cases of having evicted any of my tenants. So that just goes to show how much of a good tenant I am, of a good landlord I am. Damn. Oh, apparently it was another misclick. Alright. I did think that move was kind of weird, to be honest. Alright. That is fine. I will still do that. Hold on, let me talk to this guy. No problem at all. It's all funds, man. Cause it is for funds. That it is. Alright. So I'm gonna leave this area as is. I think that's what I'm planning to do. Yeah, so he's gonna connect. Do I have a way of killing this? Do I even want to kill this? Let's see. Will he still be my friend if I kill him? So well, okay. Even if I don't kill him, I don't want him to kill my 3 stones. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a little bit of a bamboozle. Alright. I'm going to make him... Alright. I could continue to split him off and extend. If he tries to cut me off here, play here, plays here, play here, cut, he has to extend, play, then he can trap my pieces in the middle of his thingamajig right there, which I don't much fancy. No, I do not. Alright. I'm gonna play here. And then if he connects, then I don't care. I will be able to connect with Sente, which again is initiative in Japanese. Or at least I think it is. Because if he tries to push now, then I connect here. And then if he tries to cut, then I just let him have that stone and I just connect on the outside. Alright, so once he connects here, which is what I'm guessing he's gonna do. Connect here. Then, what's the next big move? I think the next big move is to build on this side. Play here. Alright. Just as we planned. What do you guys think? Don't you think that what I was talking about with the benefit of the doubt, don't you think that a lot of people kind of jump the gun and accuse other people of being assholes or being offensive. It is an interesting quandary. I mean, you learn this lesson when it comes to family, when it comes to your significant other, when... Alright, so he's choosing to back off. I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you value the corner or do you value the influence on this side? Because I don't think if I play here, that's actually that much more territory than if I just play somewhere like this. I do need another move somewhere here to stabilize. You might attach. Then I might be able to get out of this in Sente. So far, our game has been 30 minutes long. Which goes to show how complicated this game is. Some games actually take days to play, like the professional games. Like the one with Lisa Dole. I think they only played like one game. Okay, so he played that point to connect. I kind of wanted to play that point too. Let's see what this dude says. If I try to come out here, do you think he'll let me have this territory here in exchange for this territory here? Or do you think he will extend here and allow me to... Hello, may I have some sugar? May I have some salt? So what was I saying about benefit of the doubt? Oh yeah, you learn it with family. So if your family member pisses you off, you know that sometimes you do have asshole family members, but a lot of the time what I feel like is they're doing something because they think that it's the best option. Okay? Hear me out. I think a lot of the time they make decisions that might make you feel, oh, how could they say that? I thought they cared about me. But in fact, maybe they do care about you. And see, this is why I say it's impressive when streamers can talk and play Go at the same time. I'm trying to concentrate on two things here, and my mind's getting all fumbled up. Alright, come on, Han. Get your head back into the game. You're only 30 minutes into this. You could do it. You can finish hard and strong. I mean, they might be an asshole, but sometimes they're just saying things because they think it's actually the best best thing. And they're doing it in your interest. So maybe they're not, right? Maybe they are being assholes. But in that scenario, maybe what's to be gained by putting them on the defense and accusing them of being an asshole, as opposed to saying, hey, I know you might have thought that you meant this, but I take offense to that, right? Did you realize that? And then from there, you might be able to start having a conversation. And the conversation is really the only way that you can resolve a conflict like that. So what I'm really trying to say is, don't take life lessons from a YouTuber. But maybe sometimes the YouTuber has an interesting thing to say, and you might consider it the next time somebody says something that's offensive to you, from your family members, from what your experiences with your family members are like. Hasn't there been an experience where you thought they might have said something, but that was kind of dickish, but turns out that really they just had a difference of opinion, and maybe they just didn't articulate it well, and once you gave them the benefit of the doubt, were you able to see eye to eye and resolve the conflict without that kind of bitterness that one might expect from a confrontation like that? It's possible, right? It's possible that the YouTuber has a decent point. But 99% of the time, that YouTuber will probably be wrong. So maybe you're in the right to disregard whatever he says. All right, so let's get back to the game. So I might be able to push his stones here and extend my territory, and that might be the biggest point. Other than resolving this area right here, not sure how he intends to connect these two stones with his stones here, because if I play here, he cuts. I play here. If he plays here, then I extend, and then I have Sente, because he needs to connect these two stones here, because extending on the outside is kind of sketchy. So I have some nice cutting points, some nice influence, some territory. All right. You want to play loose? I'll play loose. So this point is kind of, maybe he read something here, and it showed that it leads to this point here. So I'm just gonna cut this area off from ya. If he extends here, do I have to connect? Yeah, it looks like it, because if he plays here and then I connect here, then he'll put these stones under threat, so I'll probably have to push one more time. Got to push one more time. Got to push one more time. Or maybe it's actually safer to go here. To connect on the bottom. That way this doesn't become Sante. And then if you push this here and I go here, then I still have some way to connect these stones. Yeah. There's probably more Aji on this side for him. So maybe I can do something, you know? Alright. So let's push here. Let's let him take his little area. I'm fine with that. I had nothing here to begin with, remember? I just had this measly stone. I played here, he played here. He kind of allowed me to get into this area. So I don't mind. he just has one big area here. Maybe some corner here. But I have most of the territory fields. So I just have to play safe here. And it'll be all good. Okay, so I'm just gonna... Maybe we'll just speed through the rest of this video. I'll put it on high speed play and you can kind of see at the end. And then I'll return to do some post-game analysis with Mr. Aethyr. And hopefully you guys enjoy that. Alright, welcome back. I'm just asking Aethyr whether he wants to do a review. Hold on. When I cut here, what else could he have done? Yeah, so this move here is also a key move because it prevents me from making a big territory like I did in the real game. And even if I cut here, playing something like this to reduce my territory, and then he can just connect up, play like this. Play like this or something. Okay, chat came back. Maybe at that point play K10. And then I have some solid territory here. If I attack like that, I probably wouldn't attack like that. I'd probably go here. Go here. Alright. Well, thank you everybody for joining us on this beautiful day to play Go. Gotta cut my hair because it's kind of going insane. And get on with the rest of my day. Thank you, everybody. Peace.